Take a look at this definition. 3 letters, ABC ring. It's a signet ring. It's made of 3 letters, A, B, C, that are interchangeable. It's got a euro shank on the bottom, and it blends from the euro shank to the individual pieces of the letters. It's variable. Everything can change. This definition took approximately 2 hours to make. It was a combination of text to surface, where you create a surface and have a text file, new. We also used, where is it? We use the signet ring letter spacing. You can see the layout here. The 3 letters. We used this and combined it with the 2-shank mixed ring. So these 2 basic definitions were placed in and were altered. We removed the dome and we created a shank ring from this, the 3-letter. So you can see the first part, the 3 letters here, and the shank, 2-shank mix. Okay. This, like I said, this took approximately 2 hours to put together. But if you did this once, right, you couldn't change it. But by using AlgoJewels, you can change it to whatever you want. So let's go here, rotate this to 270. And you can see how everything changes. You can change a letter. Let's go H. And the letters change and the ring changes automatically. You can change the starting distance. You can change the ending distance. You can change the top distance, left to right. In and out. Notice how the thickness of the shank changes here. So you want to keep it so that you get a bit of thickness in here. You can change the, okay, you can change the height. And you can see how everything changes parametrically as you adjust it. That's the left letter. Now you have the middle letter, and it can do the same. You can change the width or the length, the width, if you just want 2 letters, you can do that too, just by deactivating this. Now you have a 2-letter ring. And if you want to add stones in there, you can do that as well. Now, each letter is placed in position using the bingo coordinates. Orient to surface, bingo. We have surfaces 1, 2, and 3, which represents H, B, C location. You can check the dimensions if you want of the ring. It's okay. Now in this particular case, we don't have the B in the coordinates. We only got the H and C. You'd have to adjust that, and you can do that. Now, we also, if you notice here, the letters have been tapered. The B or the H and the C. Let's move this back to A. Okay. See how that sweeps? Notice how the A is tapered in here, and here. The B is not tapered. We've taken the A, which is position 0 and 2, grouped them, and ran them through taper ring. So we tapered the letters before we placed them. Okay? We used the component. There's this piece here, and that's a Boolean difference between the cylinder and the letter A. Okay? We did that with B and C. We did a Boolean difference. And there's the Boolean difference for the left, A, the middle, and the right letter. Okay? From there we used the B rep letter, which is this piece here, and we used clipping plane to adjust this location of the seam. If we want to move this up, we can. And notice how the ring changes based on the profile curve there. Okay? So we use clipping plane for the left letter and the right letter, so you can adjust it. Now notice how you see a twist in here. That twist can be adjusted based on the seam. And there you go. We cleaned it up. Okay? Now we can lower the clipping plane. And we can still adjust the seam to clean it up. Okay? We can adjust the lower seam if we want to. Till we find what we're happy with. And that looks good there. Okay. Now you have the middle letter. Like I said, you can turn it off, hide it. In this particular case, you can turn it off completely. And you can have a 2-letter ring. And the same is done for the right ring. But here we have 2. In the letter C, it breaks up to 2. As we move you can see how it's changing in here based on this. Okay? Now we can lower it down here. Now because we have 2 pieces, 2 curves here, we've divided it up into a subcurve on both sides, and you can adjust the left side. You can adjust how you bring it together. Okay? And then we do a sweep between this curve and this curve, and we cap it. And in the end we have a lower shank, 2 sides, and 3 letters that can be combined to make your ring. Okay, let's say the left letter, I'm going to bring the clipping plane up a little higher to there. Okay. I hope that explains it well for you. You can also, by grouping, adding a group and ungroup, we can change. I used a group and ungroup, and now the middle allows for more letters. So you got A, Bob, C. You can change this to cat. And once you're happy, just press OK. AC cat. A cat C. Okay, let's put this back to B. Now, the beauty of this is you can also change the font. And see what happens? The rings automatically adjust in location. So you have now created using AlgoJewels, a 3-letter ring that's completely variable, completely adjustable in every way, and can be adjusted with speed. To design the ring that you want, which makes this completely parametric, this ring, and easy to adjust for. You can add diamonds, etc., etc. But the beauty of this is you spent 2 hours creating the recipe to make a 3-letter ring, whereas if you made it statically, you would have to go manually backwards and recreate it over and over again. Where AlgoJewels allows you to create the recipe from left to right to create your ring, and by changing a simple slider, you can change the ring. If you change the size, it works. If you change the size, you can see that it's not right here. Well, you can just adjust the letter C. All these things can be slightly adjusted. You can, to get what you need. Okay, in this particular case, the letter A. Let's move the clipping plane up. There we go. It's twisted in here. Let's adjust the seam. And there we go. So now you've changed it. If you want it thicker at the top, the letters, you can go back to the letters. You can change them thicker. You can bring it above it. So you have lots of different ways of adjusting this ring. Thank you for watching. So let's ask Raven how this definition is put together. Please explain to me in detail how this definition is put together to make a 3-letter signet ring like AlgoJewels Pro Jewelry Designer. Let's see how this works. This may or may take a little bit of time, but hopefully we have enough free credit with Raven to pull this off. The last time we tried this, minutes ago, it took 23 tokens to explain the definition. What you can see, it's a 3-letter ring. It's designed using text to surface. We have the left ring letter, the middle letter, the right letter. We're using bingo orient to orient them to a surface. There's 3 surfaces, left, middle, and right. We're making them big. We're grouping them together, the 2 outside ones together. You can see they're tapered slightly, but the middle one isn't. We can add the middle one to the group if we want. And then we're using clipping plane to cut the letters to find this curve here, these 2 curves here. And then we're using them to do a rail sweep from the base ring curve to the top curve. and capping them. And that's why you can see this side's black, the left side's green. Okay, so Raven's come up with something. It's taken 22 tokens. And let's see what Raven has to say. Raven understands the definition on the canvas is a highly associative parametric system designed to generate a customized freestone and adhering to AlgoJewels. If you want to just stop the video and read this, and it seems to make pretty good sense. Compute and assembly, moving the center canvas, and the definition calculates the structural shape of the ring and its possible letters. Output to the far right of the definition, compiled. The geometry consists of closed B-rep solids representing the tapered ring shank, the signet top, the oriented letters due to the logical base hierarchy. Modifying the text letters input and the base size will dynamically update the three-letter assembly. Fairly good description of what you see here. And we're going to use this to explain. We're going to modify it slightly to explain exactly what this does when we post the video. But the beauty of it, you can see quickly, is here we can rotate the letter and everything changes. Automatically.